We had some parties, but it was parties with us. It wasn't parties with
But Diddy probably slipped up and tell you, like, I ain't gonna lie, last night, we brought from Opalaka, he had the biggest dick possible. That's right in front of me.
No.
That's what he was into.
Man, it's just like, I mean, I got
what do you think when you read all this shit?
that energy where, you know what I'm saying, we talking about bitches. We ain't talking about that type of shit.
You ain't never, so all of these allegations you ain't never hear nothing of.
Of course, I mean,
No.
I would be dumb to think I never heard anything. But I'm talking about as what came out as of late. I never heard about that type of shit.
The jerk off in the corner while
I never heard about none of that shit.
Cassie never told you, like, yo, I ain't gonna five last night. Diddy wild and tell him to chill.
Nah.
You ever spoke to her?
Yeah, I spoke to her.
Jesus,
she was cool. She was mad cool.
I was watching the whole thing, and I'm like, yo, I'm wondering if, like, and this is where, like, I'm like caught in the interesting crosshair because I'm media.
Okay.
Anything salacious. If they told me that you 3 midgets, I want to post it. I want to believe it. You might have,
because you cover media. That's perfect for you.
Hold on, but media makes the most off salacious shit.
For sure.
Unbelievable shit.
For sure.
So when you hear allegations that is doing X, Y, and Z outside the norm, you want to publicize it. It's going to get more traction, more money. But then I seen some people talking about it. They're like, well, yeah, Diddy's billionaire and he's of course had these wild parties, but everything's mostly, everything's consensual and there's no weird shit going on.
I've never seen a culture where the heterosexual male worried about the sexual preference of a non-heterosexual male. Like, if you're not gay, why worry about if somebody's gay or not? If you're not gay, you're heterosexual, just have heterosexual sex and, you know what I mean, tend to your business.
The thing about that whole situation is that it brings in so many people. Like, for example, before I ever got in this shit and when I was watching now, I would be watching those videos where they said, I told you, you got to be Illuminati to get in this game. You ain't see Jay-Z throw up this and then Rihanna did this and then Beyonce. I'm like, okay.
The same thing.
You know, so you want to believe when people are in positions of power, sometimes there's gatekeepers and certain rituals that happen. So what's happening with these allegations now that people are like, oh, this is debunking the industry. Oh, so there's probably rappers who have to compromise their sexual integrity. They might be like, yo, I'm the hard from whatever city, but I did it one time and I'm gonna get, like, you know what I mean, the platinum album. I might have to just do it one time.
It's how bad you want it. It's how bad you want it.
But you don't think, do you think that exists though? Like, I'm still looking at it like, yo, that sounds crazy.
What you hear?
I can't imagine that a straight rapper would do that. And I can't even imagine that somebody would even give you the ultimatum.
I wouldn't either. I feel as though the same way you feel. But when you come from poverty and circumstances as far as financially and your family, you don't want to go back to that act. You're going to do anything not to go back to the hood, being broke and not being able to take care of their family. So they might compromise their sexuality if it comes down to it, if they want it that bad enough.
Have you ever been...
I love music, but I would never be compromising that way because of my musical talent or prowess. Have
you ever been at a crossroads? And Cat Williams spoke about this a lot, right? You ever been at a crossroads in your career and life where you felt like something, maybe an opportunity, and it doesn't have to be with, we're not speaking about necessarily Diddy. It could be anybody, just, you know.
It's good, y'all. It's OB Media. DJ Akademiks and Enes goes crazy, and they said that Diddy is a weird dude. Why would you get guys with BBC to smash your chick while you sit and masturbate? This ninja was really on some weird timing, man. Everyone said that Hollywood is the place of opportunity, but what are you willing to compromise to be accepted? So Diddy was doing all type of freaky shit to this girl just because she wanted to be a star and she wanted to be on the level that Beyonce is. So I understand that a lot of people are doing freaky shit just to be in Hollywood, just to be accepted, just to be superstars. So Diddy take advantage of people with the power that he got. That ninja was a real sucker. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
Any person of power.
Right.
Where it was like, hey, listen, if you do this, and it doesn't mean, oh, no, let somebody, could be like, yo,
Right,
you
right.
do something that's unethical to you.
The public
Right?
humiliation ritual. People
Okay.
think walking for cheesecake was a public humiliation
Yeah.
ritual, which it was to some extent. But then, you know what I mean? Compared to what they wanted us to do, that was lightweight.
What do you mean?
Like they wanted us to do the whole college hazing thing. That's why we was real big with the college. We did a lot of homecomings. Our album came out September 30th of 2003. So when we would tour, we did a lot of the
Oh
homecoming.
yeah, I get the fall and the spring.
So bang, peep it. Because we were being hazed on TV, a lot of the college kids kind of related to us because of the hazing that would go on when you were trying to join fraternities.
Yo, that's so interesting. You know, hey, listen. Well, my man here, he's in fraternity. I'm not in no fraternity, and I would never.
You don't understand what I'm saying, though, bro?
No, yeah. Well, you know, there's sorts of secrets. Hey,
Okay.
I do know certain people who have been in some fraternities or tried to join, and I remember a friend told me a story. They said, "Well, we got told to." You know, I went to school in New Jersey to go to New York, and they put them on some crazy. It was like a something hunt, scavenger hunt, and it was like, hey, you don't really have money, like you have to make it happen, and that's kind of what
we did that too on the show. We did a scavenger hunt on the show too.
But that's kind of along the realm of the walking for the cheesecake. That's the hazing, right?
It's the hazing.
That's kind of interesting.
But at the time, hip hop was so bravado.
Yeah,
the hazing came off kind of like we was belittled and kind of punked on TV.
Yeah, like if they was really tough and gangster, this not happening.
They would have walked off the show and told you. But who was ready to do that? Me and Babs was already in our mid-20s. We was already ready for that moment where
you guys ever had like an argument with like either Puff or just like the people on the show, like yo, hold on, man, kids out. Like this is like
all the time.
Really,
all the time. We had a lot of fights, a lot of disagreements on, off camera. But it was always heightened when the camera was on. When the camera was off, shit might roll off your shoulder. When the camera is on, everything is up. Everything is on 10.
So are you in the belief that, maybe not in every situation, but there are many different ways that you will be tested as you try to attain the journey of fame and progression in music. And yeah, maybe there's a portion where it's like an executive wants, and maybe there's
money is the last thing to come. You'll be famous before you be rich. And that's the conflict.
That's a powerful statement.
You know what I mean? And so you have to deal with the ridicule of being in the hood, of having the notoriety, the popularity, not having the finances or the resources that goes along with that, and you not being isolated, everybody being access to you, being able to touch you. That's a recipe for destruction, because you end up falling in the same things, the same pockets and pitfalls that you wanted to get from by expanding on your talent and trying to make something of it and get out the hood. It's like a revolving door. A lot of people that don't make it big and the hip hop end up going back to the hood and falling into the same shit that they was doing before they got big. Fetty Wap.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Unfortunately.
Look at the level of success he rose to in that short amount of time.
I interviewed him. He said there was a time he looked in his bank account, it was like 25 million just sitting there.
See what I'm saying?
And then
nothing guaranteed. So when I did Making a Band, I didn't think that this was it. I think this was a stepping stone. I'm going to not use it, but I'm going to use the facility, everything that I can absorb from Puff, being the mogul that he is, being in the game so long, and being a playmaker and a trendsetter, and step off and do my own thing.
You know, right now he's getting hammered, and no Diddy on Diddy getting hammered.
Sure.
But, you know, even, and this has surprised me a little bit. Not saying people should come out and defend his character, his parties, or whatever.
I got a lot of flack for that. Some people think I'm defending them. Some people think
I seen that. People be like, yo, the check must have cleared. Ena's been going around defending him. But you come across to me like you don't have a story that would match up to what people want to hear.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, you know, even if people don't want to stand up for, because I don't think you have to stand up for his character, I do want people to be like, and this is my question to you. What's one thing that you learned from him that kind of stood with you as you moved on in your life and your career? Either something
your friends and your family are going to be the biggest test.
Really?
You know what I mean? To your dream. they're the ones that be the ones that drag you the most. It's normally going to be because of them that it doesn't happen. And this is why I stayed resilient over all these years of the things that I learned being up under him and absorbing the game that he gave me. I became a better writer because of him and a better musician. And we was made to write 5 verses for every verse. So that's how I become with punching out the freestyles and coming up with the content so fast, because he made me a stronger writer. So we would come with one song. So I have to write 5 verses for the first verse, 5 verses for the second verse, and 5 verses for the third verse. And they would pick the best verse out of all those verses. So at the end of the day, I'm left with 12 surplus verses. So he strengthened me as a writer, strengthens me as a musician, and he made me write to beats I didn't particularly write, which helped me become a better writer. So when I heard something I actually did write, it was much more easier and much more faster. So I learned a lot of stuff from us musically, business-wise, and being shrewd, and not always taking the deal or the money that's up front, or working out some shit on the back end where you were seeing residual income as far as just being rewarded up front.
One thing I've always seen from him on like a music level is passion and work ethic. You know, Diddy fired up about music or fired up about winning. It seems like a infectious thing for people around him. And I could imagine if you're seeing someone who's so, you know, I always say this, you can never envy someone who has more than you if you don't work harder than them.
And that's what I want to get the point. Diddy got them loafs and got all that money because he stays up at weeks at a time, not going to sleep, not getting no rest. And his body has taken a toll on him over these years from doing that, chasing them bags down, doing all these high-powered meetings and sit-downs and just chasing. And we had interns I had an internship at Sean John at the time we was recording the show. All these things is coming to place, but if you're not going to work as hard as him, you're not going to get the type of money and success that he's attained. Stay up for 2 weeks at a time, not sleep, not one time. Me, him, I seen, we was on a promo run for the Press Play album. So I actually left with him in Philly. He did a party with Charlie Mack, and I just threw my bag on a bus, and I was with him through the whole promotional phase of the Press Play album. He didn't go to sleep the whole promotional tour. He never rested the whole promotional tour. He was up for 30 days straight.
Did he introduce some really unhealthy, like, bodily behaviors? Yeah. There was a time where he kept even saying, sleep.
Yeah, he don't get no sleep.
And you were around the witnesses.
He got ulcers and all that shit because of it. Yeah, him sleep deprivation and all that. That's how you get them lows. If you never lower your amount of sleep hours every day, you're never going to become a millionaire. So if you counted, if you slept more hours than you was up, you're never going to be successful. So if you get 8 hours of sleep every day, you ain't going to be up like that. You ain't going to be Diddy status, J status, nowhere near there. You have to lower your amount of sleep hours, because once you do that, you up chasing the bag. Your gears just turn, trying to get some bread. But if you sleep, it's more time you ain't plotting and planning, strategizing.
Has any federal authority tried to talk to you?
No.
Would you have, or do you think you would even have an information that they would be interested?
I don't. I was just I was removed from that type of energy, and I say it time and time again. I said it on other platforms. I mean, I just can't be forced to say something that I wasn't exposed to. And I mean, and I mean, we all heard stories and the rumors going in.
Yeah.
So I would be, I would be on the fence about a lot of things, but I was in close quarters with him plenty times, and it just was on some big brother to little brother apprenticeship type shit. It wasn't never on no weird, uncomfortable feeling, and that's just my testament. I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah, and it's probably super unfair because people want you to say something that
they do. They really be dragging me. Even I was on News Nation and she brung up the 7,500 and shit. I'm like, we supposed to be talking about certain things, and they can trick you up real quick, words up, and it could come out and people can see it in a certain light that's not really, privy to what you want. How do you want to see yourself? All because of something you said truthfully.
True. Yeah, that's the power of media. Battle rap. You pivoted to battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
not like completely, but as part of what you do, because you are someone who your style has kind of been very, almost made for battle rap. And you're from Philly.
Yeah, the content. Content. Yeah, just the aggressiveness, the assertiveness, and being that I battled Jay Mills on the show, that was kind of like my introduction into battle rap.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So that, I think, that was highly discussed. And about who won.
Yeah.
But theoretically, I think a lot of people thought...
What was Jersey Boy saying? Who won?
No. He was supposed to wash you. That's what it was said. That's what's supposed to happen.
Now I know you know your shit. Because he had a reputation of killing everybody.
Yes.
So being that I went the distance with him, it was like a kick in his armor at the time.
And then some people was like, basically, you edged him. And then some people said he edged you. Yeah. But regardless, it's a conversation.
There was 2 extra rounds that they played, that YouTube footage came out, that actually it was the sudden death.
Yeah. And I think that's when people was like, oh, no, that's for real.
For sure.
Because sometimes, they're watching the show and, of course, highly entertaining. But once they see, get busy with who really in the streets that would do it, and obviously they didn't know your history from actual Philly. They looked at you different, but I felt like that was almost like a platform for you to be in battle rap whenever you want.
The only thing about the battle rap, I didn't want to be stuck in that category, in that box, because there was a thing going around, battle rappers couldn't make records. So I wanted to do away with that whole myth. Puffy was actually asking me to do the rematch of with Jay Mills, the 3rd season of the show. I declined because I just didn't want to be put in that category as a battle rapper. Yeah, there was a time which was ironic that I ended up going back to it over the years.
That probably was a good. It was a thing where, like, once you, for example, Serious Jones is one of my favorite battle rappers.
Serious Murder Mood,
right?
Yep.
I would hear early Serious Jones records, and I'm like, like rapping wise, I think you're all right, but because he got so renowned in battle rap, they wouldn't allow him to. It would be like, yo, all right, that's cool, but get back to this. Like, you're really a monster over here.
Right.
So maybe the timing on that, because they were almost looking at rappers, right? People who rapped on a beat, as like this either different type of sport or different ability. You couldn't do both.
Yeah, they tell you soon as you show up and become a professional, they said that battle rap shit stops here. That's not how we make records. That's not the business of making records and show business in the music industry. We need something we could sell.
Yeah.
So all the content of coming at the listener, they removed that. Battle rap is more coming at the listener, more bravado, bragging about yourself and almost belittling your opponent.
Yeah.
But in the music business, you have to make it a relatable record. So that's why the club records is more bigger than the street records, because everybody is in a good mood, the drinks is flowing, whatever, and people can kind of like relate to the same mood and the same record, same chorus, same energy at the same time. Battle rapper is like more selective. You have to be in that mood to look at battle rap. You have to be in a certain type of energy to encompass the energy that comes with battle rap, because it's like, it's in your face, it's spitting, rapping, all that, talking about personal shit, baby moms, kids, moms.
You ever got one of these situations where it almost came to blows? Because
for sure, plenty of times.
Because
me and Jay Mills, I rematched Jay Mills on ARP. Shout out to ARP. It's another battle rap league. I'm from out of New York. URL being the main one, ARP, King of the Dot, which is Drake's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I battled on ARP, which was
that's how I'm talking about disasters.
For sure. Which we did the rematch, and some words being flown, and it got real touchy-feely. It was almost about to come to blows.
What's even like the protocol?
Mill's my guy. Mill's my guy.
What's the protocol there? Like the person could get up in your face, they're kind of spitting a little bit.
It's like WWE.
Could they touch you? Could they grab your hat, throw it up?
They do all that type of shit. It's only about what you want to allow and what you don't allow.
And then now they'll be talking real spicy. If I seen you in the street, I would have clapped you. You know, it's like
it's crazy. People talk about people's mothers, handicapped, autistic people, gay, all types of shit thrown in. And it's like, you got to really know what you're getting into when you dive back into that realm of battle rap.
The only thing I've always, I think it's a really exciting sport. I always just wonder if it's only about the performance factor, and you can't, like, you see with a song, you record it, And then you could perform it a million times.
Right.
And then people could stream the original recording of it.
Battle rap is a variation of that. Win, lose, or draw, they paying E-Ness for a performance. I have a certain style that I bring, a certain energy.
But you can't give the same verses elsewhere, though.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
If it's not recorded.
If it's not recorded.
Hold up, man. This interview is interesting, man. Enes goes in on Diddy and the experience that he got when he was around Diddy. He said that he never saw any of that freaky shit. He never went to a freak off, but everyone know that Diddy was a freak nick. He always liked booty. This ninja was always on some weird timing, man. Because why the hell would you get guys with BBC to smash your chick and you be taping it and be masturbating in the corner? So Diddy be doing a lot of weird stuff, and we had to do something about this shit, man. This shit is just crazy. You can't talk about this shit with a straight face, because Diddy was really wilding. He was getting out of control. Why would you got 1,000 bottle of baby oil, 800 lube, dildos, all type of sex toys? What was you planning to do? This ninja was really out of control and be sexually assaulting guys. A lot of these guys that are coming out with lawsuit and saying that Diddy touched them, I don't believe shit, especially the Little Rod case, because no way you can go to bed and you wake up, girls are in the bed, next time you wake, Diddy's in the bed and the ass is sore, and this shit happened over and over and over, and you did not do shit. Because you did not got what Diddy promised you, and you're pissed, and now you're bitter. You're trying to get a money grab so bad, but no one believed that lawsuit. So Diddy said that Little Rod should show his medical records if you said that I sexually assault you, because you said that shit happened over and over. You did not go and look for your kids. Diddy promised you that he's gonna make you be the best producer at the Grammy. He's gonna buy you a house next door. You were so delusional. Why would Diddy buy you a house in Star Island? Diddy didn't even do that for Biggie Smalls. Why would he do it for you? These ninjas are just crazy, man. They do anything for rich and fortune. They give up their mouth, their asshole, and the same shit happened to Kirk Barrows. Diddy forced him to sign over his 25%, and Diddy was sexually assaulting him, getting him to do all of these gay stuff, watching him take a shower, giving him hand job, blow job. Man, that ninja was really out of control. I don't know what type of zestology is that shit, but he was really wilding. So a lot of people are saying once you want to be accepting in Hollywood, you have to do some gay stuff, or you have to sell your soul, because that is the way to success. That is what they believe. But Diddy, he's the Flea Johnson in this industry. He's the booty bandit. He turned out Usher. Usher turned out Justin Bieber. So Diddy be getting a lot of booty for so long, and he be getting out of control. So Diddy just get over freaky. He's just the one that got caught doing all of this freaky shit, because a lot of these celebrities get freaky sometimes. At these parties, they take drugs, they fly in prostitution, they really get lit. So I understand that Puff Daddy, he had to be the fall guy, man, because Ninja was really on some wild timing. Who the hell put drugs in baby oil and horse tranquilizer? What the hell was this Ninja really on, man? It was crazy. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. For best day.
The reason Diddy is cooked is because Diddy put Ezeli Dantor on his back. And it ain't enough people talking about this for me. But that's because most of y'all don't know who Ezeli Dantor is. Ezeli Dantor. Let me tell you about it. Dantor is a voodoo spirit. A Loa. Very high ranking. Very vicious. This is who took down the French. This one spirit took down the French with the Haitians against the French. Dantor did all that. And that is who riding Diddy right now. Diddy is over. Even if Diddy got out, I'm trying to tell y'all, that main mindset, his whole spirit, I feel like she got that main spirit. Nobody's talking about it. Even the spiritualists. It ain't enough spiritualists talking about this. Diddy put Ezeli Dantor on his back. And this ain't just any spirit. This one of the ones you don't just play with. This one of them ones. Do you hear me? He had to not read nothing. Somebody must have told him, no, this is gonna protect you right here, man. This is gonna protect you. Somebody must have told him that with zero to no knowledge, he went and laid his ass on his stomach and got the most vicious voodoo spirit that protects women and children. By all means, I'm talking about will take your head off your motherfucking neck. One of her forms, she shows up with blood coming out of her mouth, blood coming out of her eyes. She's not a game. I just don't understand that situation. And nobody's talking about it because people don't understand what's happening. Diddy is going down finally, not because of what he's done, but because of what he's done. Yeah.